Hello everybody. My name's Solomon and today I'm going to show you how to make an Anthotype. It's a really easy way to make photographic prints from home. Before I go into the ingredients, I need to stress a couple things. Firstly, the organic dye. This can be any type of flower, fruit, vegetable. I've used beetroot in the past. Today I'm using dandelion. You can even use grass. But I mean, possibilities of colour are endless. Depending on location, species, you can get a whole plethora of stuff to use. Right, ingredients. So first of all, you're going to want a mortar and pestle. You might want to use a blender as well. Whatever you've got, it works as long as you can mush it up. Some dye, a container as well, and a diluter. This is important because you need to make something to strain. Also for this, you're going to need some cheesecloth or some normal cotton cloth, but something to strain the material to get all of the bits out. Secondly, a positive. Now this is what you're going to be using to block out the sunlight, hence making the print. You can use something like cut out paper. If you want to do that, you're probably going to need pencil and scissors as well. But you can use flowers. I've used flowers in the past. It makes it look absolutely beautiful. Now for the printing process. You're going to want some art paper. Most art paper works fine. The thicker the better really, but if you've got some thin ones, it does also work. You're also going to need a positive, which I was talking about earlier, and a picture frame to expose your image. It's important that it's glass on top as well, so the sunlight can be in contact with the picture. Now that you've picked your flowers, you may want to remove some of the leaves. It gives it more a richer colour and then concentrates only on the petals. Next, you're going to want to grind your material. Using a mortar and pestle, I'm going to place the material inside and start grinding. You may want to add water as you go to try and get a bit of a solution. We just really want to get all of that colour out. What you're left with should really be a paste similar to pesto. Now that you've done that, you're going to want to strain it. Placing your cloth over the bowl, you're going to want to pour your material onto that. You want to squeeze that out. There you go. Now you should have your dye. This is the dye I'm working with. Next, you're going to want to paint your paper. You can do this in a couple different ways. You can dip your paper into the bowl, you can use a sponge to spread the paint, or you can use a paintbrush. All of them work perfectly. They do give you different textures, so it's fun to experiment. It's best to give it a few coats. The less coats you give it, the more vague it will be. In fact, I'm just going to use a bit of cloth to paint it on. This is after one coat. Now you're going to want to let it dry. Do whatever you want. Have a tea, sit down, read a book, or you can just look at it if you want. It's up to you. Now I'm going to give it another coat. Already getting a little bit darker. This is after 2 coats. Very wet. Gonna let that dry a little bit more. It smells really nice. In the meantime, you might want to make your positive. I've got some prepared here. I'll start recording when it's dry. See you later. I'm back. So now it's dry, you're going to want to place your positive. As I said, I'm going to be using paper today, so I'm going to place my paper on top, any which way, whatever you want to do. Get creative. If I can pick this up. Now that I've placed it, it's ready to be framed. I'll just show you a close-up. So this is the design I'm going for. Now that you've placed your positive, time to put it in the frame. Now place it inside the frame, so you want the cardboard on the bottom. Print on the top like this. And then place the glass on top. So you sandwich it all together. So I would leave it for around 2 weeks. This is what I did with my beetroot example, and that worked fine. It does depend on the amount of sunlight that you get. If it's in winter, you might want to leave it for a bit longer, but if it's sunny, 2 weeks should be perfect. And thank you for watching. It's been fun filming with you guys, and I hope your Anthotypes turn out alright. Ciao! Grazie!